Welcome back to Aiki Insights, episode 38, our next Kuzushi episode, and this time we're going to focus on Kokyu nage, or breath throw, and we've spoken about the meaning of breath throw in the past, not so simplistic as just breath throw, but its focus of timing and etc, etc. In this case, we're going to use the principles of timing and turning or rotation or cutting the angles to bring about the off-balancing. Okay. Now, and the technique we're going to use is the Yotomachi Kokyu Yotomachi Kokyu nage, two-hand grab and throw. Now, often when we turn, we practice basic movement Shumatsu Rosen ni, and we turn 180 degrees, and our hands go like this. One perpendicular, one parallel with the ground. It sort of helps us train out our use of our hands with our turning motion. That comes into play here with this technique, because when we start with our hands perpendicular with the ground, we want to use both our hands as we turn to become parallel with the ground. And this changing of the angle changes the angle of uke as they grab. So for example, if I just turn like this, he's still the same, his shoulders haven't altered. But if we do the same thing and I turn my hands this way and I turn, now one shoulder is higher than the other. So straight away I have a change in his center line, or his center balance, or his base. Okay. So for this case, as he comes, we turn our hands on the impact of the grab, and we bring him around onto his front leg. And if we do that at speed, now obviously you say, well, who's going to grab like that? It's about positioning uke to grab what I want him to grab. He's the aggressor after all. So as he comes, I put these up and turn. And see how all the weight was on here, which brought the weight off that back leg. That's our intention. Then we just have a couple of options to do after that to throw. So from here, turn. Or from this angle, here, turn. From this angle, here, turn. Okay. Then after we do the turn, one. Then from here you can just, like, if you let go for a second, stay there. From here we can just drop our weight, so body weight drop. At the same time use a circular flow, like one, which takes his hands to his feet and brings his head between his legs. So from here, you just drop, throw this way, that way, like a wave. So coming, one, shoot. So from parallel this way to parallel this way. Now the easiest way to teach this would be hold the ball, turn the ball, then turn the ball around again. As you drop, turn the ball around and throw the ball at his shins. So from here, one, shoot. Then from this angle, then from this end. Okay, now we'll just do it continuously just to show you the same approach. The other way. So this is one version of Kokyu nage. Another way to finish that same technique is to bring the hands on the outside and project forward as opposed to weight drop. So we start, turn here. Now the top hand, just bring on the outside to lock the wrist. Then from here, side step, bring both your hands into this position. One hand lower, one hand upper, eko pusen. If I just raise this, it's not so dissimilar to shimatsu dosa. So if we start again, 1, turn, side step is a U shape, then step forward and project. So back leg forward, cross step, and push through, project forward. So from here, 1, 2, 3. So the Kuzushi is the same in the beginning. Off balancing this way. But this time now we're going to lock through the elbow and the wrist, which controls the shoulder. Then we're going to project, just like over here. We're going to project through this point, so the elbow goes over, shoulder goes over, body goes with it. That doesn't always have to be a roll. If there's a wall, you're just throwing him into a wall. After all, it's a self-defense application in the end, isn't it? 1. So this is 2 versions of Kokyu nage, both starting with the Kuzushi of perpendicular, 180 turn horizontal, then either weight drop to finish, or locking and projecting to finish. Kuzushi coming from the turn, the timing, and the changing of shoulder angle for the game. Hope you enjoyed that episode, and thanks again, Stuart. It's worked hard in this one. Much appreciated. I'm sure they appreciate it. See you all next time. Oz.